everybody, it's Andrea Hested here from Splash Photography and
Amy Martin from 4280 Events.
And we're super excited to come to you today on this video and talk to you about this upcoming headshot social that we have coming up on March 28th here in Port Dover at David's Restaurant.
It's our second annual and we're super excited. Last year was a women's only event and this year we're having lots of feedback and hopefully a few men are going to join in, which is great. But the gist of the event is a great night to get together with locals, network, and meet other entrepreneurs in the community and update your headshots or your business branding with a super reputable, cool photographer. And then come upstairs, join the party, and mingle and get to make some new friends. So come prepared with your business cards.
So what's pretty cool about this year's event is it's a little bit different from the way that we held last year's event. Last year we did more of a traditional style of headshot on a background, on a photography background that was very professional and polished looking. We still want to give that professional and polished look, but with a different feel to it. So we're doing more of lifestyle business portraits for this event, and what's cool is Amy's been able to secure a separate room at David's for us to have the photo shoot happen and where we can take these headshots. There's still going to be like more headshot close up, but they're going to be more of a candid feel to them. So you may actually have a couple of props incorporated into the shot. You can actually bring, if you have an item that you want to use in your photos to represent what you do in your business. So Amy was using a great example earlier of a hairstylist and how you could actually incorporate maybe your scissors and some of the tools that you have that you use in your business there, that you could bring them and incorporate them into the photos. So we're just going to, we're going to have a stash of a few things there that we can help you with, but if you do have a few things that you want to incorporate, please feel free to bring something along. But also keep in mind that these are going to be, you're basically going to walk away with 2 to 3 polished headshots at the end of the day here. So there's not going to be time to bring and incorporate a huge amount of props. It's just going to give you more of kind of a couch and coffee look or more of a relatable look that you're interacting with your clients with these photos. So
yeah, I think that's a really great point. You know, generally the inspiration behind this event was some networking and to have all of Norfolk County and beyond, their business owners put their best foot forward with some really great branding and headshots and business shots. But this is a condensed little package, and we've got Andrea with us for the night. She does all of these services and more in her home studio, so it's a great opportunity to just get something quick and update your branding, but you know where to find her if you need a little bit more. So we will definitely have some props there. We're hoping to get some greenery, some plants, cell phones, laptops, those types of things. But if there's something in particular that you think will personalize your business, be sure to bring it. And I think this is probably a great opportunity to give a shout out to Shauna Shirk from One Stop Home Staging. And Shauna is going to set us up with something similar to this. We're sitting on a nice little couch. We've got a table in front of us. So Shauna's going to hook us up and give us that lifestyle feel. And you'll be able to meet her at the event.
yeah, so I'm super excited to work with Shauna. We haven't actually had a chance to work with each other yet, but I have seen some of the stuff that she's put together and it's pretty awesome. So kind of just keeping in mind again that we probably will be working with a fairly neutral background and have a few different pops of personality or color in the images that we're providing to you. So when we're thinking about what to wear and how to prepare for the event, you really want to think about the colors and how you want to represent yourself through what you're wearing at the event. First off, we wanted to touch base about how the photo tickets work for the event. So there's a few different tiers for you to attend this event, and you can buy a ticket at any of these levels. So I'll just let Amy explain that in a little bit more detail.
So this is new this year, and I think it's been great. We've got a lot of feedback about all the different levels. We really wanted to provide you with more options. There were some options that we weren't just able to check off the box in our first year hosting this event, so we're growing, and we want to make sure we can include as many people as possible. So the first ticket level we have is the social ticket. If you're interested in joining us and you don't want your photos done, but you want to come for the networking, you can join us for $20 and contact Andrea and I and we'll get you set up. The second ticket is the headshot. The headshot event includes the social aspect. It's all wrapped into one, and that's the exact same price as last year, $50. You'll get those few options, and the networking. And then we've added a new element. We had heard from a couple business owners who have 1 or 2 or 3 employees, and they want to incorporate them and they want to include them. And that speaks to that branding photo that we talked about, bringing your employees and your coworkers with you and having an all-inclusive shot. So we've created 2 extra packages. It's going to take Andrea and I a little bit of time to get you situated, to get your proper props and whatnot in, and that will take away from those, single headshots that we were pumping through last year, accommodating so many other people. So we have these 2 extra options for yourself and 1 other employee. For $80, you can have a group shot together, and Andrea's going to help you get all set up on the couch. And then the same goes for a team of 3 or more. For $115, you can do the whole thing. We'll bring the team in and get you all lined up on the couch with these props and whatnot. So extra branding options for your business this year.
So just keeping in mind, we've had a few questions in regards to how the tickets work and whether that $80 is in addition to your other $50 ticket or your other $20 ticket. And basically, if there's 2 of you and you want to have a group shot taken with just the 2 of you, so I guess it would just be a couple shot, not a group shot, but if you wanted to just have the 2 of you, the $80 would cover your entry into the event, as well as the photos of the 2 of you together. The same for the group shot. So the $115 would cover the 3 of you into the event, as well as the group shots of you guys together. It does not actually cover individual shots of all 3 people plus a group shot. So it does take a little bit more time to coordinate all of those people together. So that's why they're formatted that way. However, we have had some requests for people that do want to have individual shots taken of them and their team, and then have a group shot as well. So we've kind of just thrown together this additional package after thinking about it a little bit more in order to accommodate people the best that we can.
Yeah, so we want it to be easy for you. We want it to be affordable for you. We want you to come and join us and have a great night. If you're interested in this group shot, but you also are looking for individual headshot updates for your employees, for an additional $20, we can then accommodate that, but there are very limited ticket prices, packages at that level, just because our event is selling out very quickly.
And we only have so much time available
Yes.
in the evening that we're there. So
feel free to just follow up with us if you need clarification on that. We're pretty flexible. We want you to come. We want it to be enjoyable, and we want to accommodate you. So
okay, yeah, that's great. So I think I'll just move on from there to talk a little bit about what to wear. So we always get a lot of questions about what to wear when you're getting your photo taken, and we are only going to have time for 1 outfit with your headshot session or with your group session. So there won't be time to be changing outfits and whatnot when you're there. So come wearing what you want to wear in your shot.
yeah, I think that's probably one of the biggest questions that I get as well, and I always defer that off to Andrea because she's the expert, but there's not a lot of time to make those updates and changes, so come prepared. And I'm immediately thinking of someone who came last year with that beautiful pink shirt with the big collar on it. It was one simple color, but
a really dynamic piece, and it really made that headshot. So so that's going to lead right into my next point here, is to not be afraid of color. So I think a lot of people, when they think about getting into photos, or just thinking about even dressing on a daily basis, we are always attracted to wear black and white and gray and creams and those types of colors. So I just really encourage you to think a little bit outside of your normal tone, I guess monochrome tones that you normally wear, and try to think of a color that you feel good in, and try to incorporate that for your headshot, because a good little pop of color can really help to draw attention to the person in the photo. That being said, you don't want to go overboard with really, really busy patterns, super duper stripy or like paisley patterns, things like that, because it does tend to, really strong patterns tend to draw the eye away from the subject, who is you, and we really want that connection to be happening with the person that's in the photo. So just kind of keeping that in mind as well. Another really good point is that you want to feel good in what you're wearing. So if you have a favorite outfit that you always feel like you just look the bomb when you're in that outfit, that might be something that you want to wear. The better you feel personally when you get in front of that camera, the better you're going to look in your expression and your overall tone and just how you hold yourself. So definitely keep in mind that you want to wear something that makes you feel good. And I always refer back to the fact that people also sometimes people want to wear baggier clothes when they get their photo taken. They're trying to hide things. They just feel like, you know, a little more self-conscious. So they just kind of try to wear something that's a little bit more loose. So I actually encourage you to wear well-fitting clothes, things that are a little bit more snug. Now, not obviously too snug, but we definitely want you to wear something that does show your figure off a little bit. So you don't, if you wear really bulky and baggy clothes, it tends to just make people look more boxy and bigger than they actually are. So nobody really likes that look. We want to look as slim as we can.
It's literally what I wear every day. White, black, baggy.
You look great though, it's all good. So if you have a few items that bring out the personality of your brand and who you are, definitely, as we mentioned, you can definitely bring those along if you have proppy items. But if you actually have a shirt that's just like so cool that you're just like, this is me, this is my style, this is who I am, bring it. Like, that's what you should wear. It's something that really shows off what your personality is. So these branding photos are really all about people being able to authentically relate to the real person behind the business. So I really encourage you to try and bring out the real you and just be genuinely who you are in these photos. A couple other things that I'd like to bring up are just glasses and accessories. So if you do wear glasses, sometimes glasses can be a little bit limiting for photos in my perspective, because we do have to fight with glare on the lenses and reflections, and definitely want to make sure that the glasses are positioned properly while we're taking the photo. So if you are open to it, and if you regularly wear glasses, and if it's possible, sometimes we encourage people to pop the lenses out of their glasses so that we don't have that reflection happen. If you're debating whether to wear the glasses or not, you can definitely bring the glasses. We can give it a shot, but sometimes it works out well and gives you a little bit more flexibility in the photos to not wear the glasses. So just waiting for you to put your glasses on here. And then also accessories. So definitely, like, I think a few key accessories is great, but don't go overboard with your accessories. A lot of really big, chunky jewelry is kind of distracting as well. So it's kind of back to that pattern thing. We don't want to go too overboard with taking the eye away from the subject and having it connect instead with the pieces that you're wearing. We want to be able to draw the attention to the actual person in the photo. Also, jewelry can tend to be a little bit trendy, so if you don't get your headshot taken too often, you may find that a year from now, you'd be like, why did I put that necklace on? Now everybody's gonna know that was so 2019, and so definitely just keep that in mind if you're going to look into putting a few different accessories on. One other thing I tend to mention is to try and stay away from wearing really, really shiny things. So like if you're wearing like a sequency shirt or like fabric that has a lot of shine or shimmer in it, sometimes, again, just like glasses, it can be super reflective, and you can get like almost a little bit of flare back at the camera, and it can just be distracting again when you look at those really bright spots on your clothing in the image afterwards. So I think that's probably about it. There's definitely, I definitely have some more tips if people want, if you have more specific questions that you want to ask about as far as what to wear, please let us know, and I can give you a little bit more guidance in that area.
Yeah, I think, no, that all sounds really good to me. I always learn something from you. I would just maybe like to throw out that if you're considering joining, I wouldn't wait much longer to get a ticket. We're about coming up on moving past the halfway sold out right now, with lots of interest still coming. So we would love to have you. We've got lots of great new people joining us this year, which we're thrilled about. And like I said earlier, bring those business cards, because we do have a couple icebreaker events. They're quick, they're painless, they're fun. And if anyone's watching this video and you were participating in those icebreakers last year, I would love for you to go on our event page and drop a quick line about how helpful you found them to be and that they weren't painful. And it's a great way to just meet new people. So we're thrilled to be back this year, and follow up with us if you have any questions.
Yeah, can't wait to see you guys on the 28th, and yeah, looking forward to seeing you then.